how long do your social media posts last after you post them? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Sometimes we have posts that just completely flop the second that you post them, and then we have posts that either get a lot of traction straight from the beginning, or some posts that actually don't get much traffic or views or likes depending on the platform. So they don't get that much in the beginning, but then all of a sudden after a time has passed, they start picking up a lot of traction. So I'll kind of talk about why that happens in a second here. But I remember when that happened to me on my YouTube channel, for example. So I posted a video that, I wouldn't say it flopped, but it just got kind of its average views that my videos normally would get. And that happened both on this channel and on my other YouTube channel as well, which is my main one. And the thing is, I would post a video, it performed normally, and then after about 30 days, for example, I noticed on the analytics, it went like this, and then it suddenly started picking up. This has also happened to me on Pinterest, for example, where I've had a pin that was just, you know, average for views, saves, and things like that, and then all of a sudden it got picked up. If you're kind of sitting there wondering what in the world is the lifespan of a social media post, it's basically the amount of engagement it gets and how long you can expect that engagement to last. So for example, you post something on Instagram, for how long can you expect to get engagement on that post, and at what point can you kind of realize that the post is, you know, pretty much dead and it won't get any other traction other than, you know, some random likes maybe here and there. So it's basically the amount of time in which you get the bulk of the engagement for a post. Before we get into each platform, I just wanted to quickly mention that over on my blog I've got kind of an infographic that you can save or maybe pin, so you can just save it and refer to it later if you need to. So I will link that down below if you guys need it. But let's get started with Instagram. So the lifespan of social media posts on Instagram. For Instagram posts, like in feed posts, you can expect engagement within the first 48 hours. So first 48 hours is when you're going to get the bulk of your likes, comments, saves, shares, everything like that. After that, posts can kind of go a bit dead, so they won't get much engagement after that. For Instagram stories, you probably already know it's just 24 hours. After 24 hours, they disappear, so obviously you're not going to get any engagement on that. However, you can save them to your highlights, but it's not going to count as engagement. It's just, you know, to maybe kind of help your audience find something if it's some really important information that you want them to you know, be able to refer back to. But here's the thing, for Instagram Reels, the lifespan of posts is at least 14 days. So you can actually expect your Reels to pick up and start getting more views even after 2 weeks have passed. So that's amazing, and I'm pretty sure you already know, if you follow all the social media stuff, Instagram has announced that they are not just a photo sharing app anymore. They're going to focus more on video. So whether we like that or not, that's how the platform is going to be. So if we want to be successful on the platform and grow, obviously we have to play by the rules. So what I would recommend is including video content in your Instagram strategy as much as you can. Obviously, it doesn't mean you can't post any photos anymore. Just try to incorporate video more as well. On Facebook, the lifespan of your post is 5 hours. So within those first 5 hours is when you're going to get the bulk of your engagement, and then after that, it's unlikely that you will get much traction. And then let's move on to YouTube. So lifespan of a YouTube video is actually quite insane. It's 30 days plus. So you could post a video on YouTube and it not getting much traffic in the beginning, but then after even 30 days or more have passed, your video can suddenly start picking up and getting lots of views. And there's a few reasons why that happens. So for one, it has to be a good video. It has to be a searchable topic, so something that people search on YouTube to find the answers to. It has to be something you can compete against, because if it's, you know, if there's a lot of big channels out there competing for that term, you will unlikely get any views from that. It has to get good click-through rate, so people will like your thumbnail and click through to see what your video is about. And then it also has to have good engagement, as in, it doesn't necessarily need to have a lot of views or comments or likes in the very beginning, but what it does need to have is a high average view duration. So You want people to watch your video for as long as possible. If someone clicks on your video and then they don't like it and then they click away straight away, then that's not a good sign. But if you do these things and you kind of start learning the YouTube algorithm, you will start getting picked up and suggested. So that's why a lot of my videos have started doing this. So I've had multiple times this happen on my other YouTube channel. So I will post something, it just gets its normal views, and then after 30 to even 60 days sometimes it starts getting picked up. And that's for two reasons: either it gets searched a lot in YouTube search, or it gets picked up by YouTube suggested. And that's two of the main reasons why your video can go viral even after quite a while has passed since you posted it. And this is what happened to this video, which is the kitchen cupboards one on my other YouTube channel. So it got its first like 2K views, which I usually get on my channel, and then after more than 30 days have passed, it suddenly started picking up in YouTube search and also in suggested. So it was kind of a combo of both, and it got 60K views almost so far. So yeah, it's just going up and up. So this is what happens, and this is what can happen on YouTube, which is really amazing. Okay, lifespan of posts on TikTok, it is minutes unless you go viral. So the thing about TikTok is you post on there, if you don't get a lot of engagement and it doesn't pick up straight away, it's likely dead. So people are probably not going to find it afterwards, unless it's something that goes viral, and then, you know, it's kind of a snowball effect from there. But that's the thing about TikTok, it has a very short lifespan. And very similar to this is Twitter. So your posts on Twitter have about 15 to 20 minutes lifespan. After that, again, not much engagement unless, again, it's a topic that goes viral. Now let's talk about Pinterest. So Pinterest is actually a bit more special because it's not just a social platform, it's actually more of a search engine. And the lifespan of posts on there, or pins on there, is 6 months to a year or even more. So this means your pins, you could post a pin right now and it could maybe just get your average traction on it. And then 6 months from now, or even a year from now, it can get picked up and start bringing you in tons of saves, comments, clicks over to your website. So it's really amazing. And that's one of the reasons why Pinterest is pretty much one of my main strategies for growing my blog. I've had pins that were nearly a year old, that were, you know, kind of performing decently, and then they all of a sudden started bringing tens of thousands of views over to my blog every single month. And then let's talk about the lifespan of a blog post, because I know a lot of you have blogs on here. So on your blog, your the lifespan of your post is 1 year plus. So it can be years from now you can get traffic from that post that you write today, which is amazing. A blog is just one of the best assets you can have because it just gets traction over time. It doesn't have an algorithm like a social, obviously it's not a social media platform, but I just wanted to mention it because I feel like it's really important. And you can get traffic from Google, from Pinterest, from lots of different places, and all of your blog posts can get traffic in time. So it grows exponentially the more you post on your blog. Whereas regardless of how many posts you have on Instagram, for example, you likely won't get any traction on your old posts, just on the new ones. So the blog is really amazing for this. And as long as the content is either evergreen, so something that lasts year after year, and you know, it's not something that kind of expires like a Black Friday sale, for example. So something that's evergreen, or something that you update constantly. So a blog post that you update consistently to keep it relevant, then you can get a ton of traction from that blog post even years after you originally published it. If you don't already have a blog and would like to start one, then I will link some free resources for you in the description box on how you can get started. Yeah, I hope you found this helpful. Do check out the infographic so you can save this info for yourself. But yeah, let me know if you expected these lifespan times, or if you thought it was a bit different. Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, do give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. Subscribe for more social media tips, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!